Forget the brand new SUV and the giant screen. While the industry spends millions pushing smart cars that break down in your hands, there is a secret, well-kept, hidden in mechanics forums across the United States. There, the conversation is just one. What is the cheap car I can buy today that will never cost me $5,000 in engine repairs? The answer is in this list. Yes, there are 7 American cars you probably ignore, but that run 300, 400, up to 500,000 miles on the original engine. Today, you are going to meet these 7 machines with indestructible engines. They are, literally, your secret weapon for saving thousands of dollars at the repair shop. Let's talk about the Ranger 3.0 V6. If you really dig deep into mechanics forums, the phrase is an anthem. It's not powerful, it's not economical, but the durability is absurd. Forget what the internet says about new cars. Here, facts matter. There are countless reports of people buying this truck for about $2,300, already with 300,000 miles on the odometer and driving it normally. It's as if the mileage were just a number. The secret lies in the 3.0 Vulcan engine, a simple design focused on longevity, not performance. It has a robust block and few critical parts. The mechanics summary? It drinks a bit more gas than it should, but it doesn't break down. It's a cheap and stubborn entry point into the used market. It doesn't have status, which lowers the price, but it delivers the utility and peace of mind of an engine that refuses to quit. A real cheat code against the repair shop. We've reached number 6, the car no one takes seriously at first glance, the Buick LeSabre. It is the typical retiree's car, but underneath that discreet shell is the legendary V63800. Series 2, perhaps the GM's most beloved engine for a simple reason: extreme longevity. In forums, it is hailed as one of the best GM ever made, and described by owners as practically bulletproof. Reports of LeSabres, Park Avenues, and Bonnevilles easily hitting between 250 to 300,000 miles with only basic maintenance are the rule, not the exception. The secret? A cast iron block, oversized for the power it delivers, ensuring the engine always works relaxed, without constant stress. For anyone looking for a big, cheap sedan in the US and wanting to avoid the headache of expensive repairs, a LeSabre with the 3800 is almost a legal cheat against the repair shops. You pay little for the car, and the engine, stubborn as it is, simply refuses to stop running. Durability hidden in a conservative package. We've reached the pickup truck that is the pride of those who really work. If you go to r/Chevy Trucks and ask about the 5.3 Vortec V8, the consensus is unanimous. These engines are absurdly reliable. It's common to see owners showing off their Silverados or Sierras with over 300,000 miles, still driving like new, requiring only basic maintenance over its long lifespan. The secret? The 5.3 is a classic evolution of the small block V8, perfected over decades. Parts are cheap, easy to find, and its simple architecture makes it inherently durable. It tolerates heavy work use, moderate towing, and heat well. The bonus for those seeking economy is the supply. The Silverado is extremely popular in the US, which floods the used market. This means that if you don't mind scratches or worn seats, you can find a Silverado 5.3 ugly on the outside, but immortal on the inside, for a much lower value than the amount of useful mileage it still has to offer. It's a work machine that refuses to surrender. When automotive data analysts examine cold mileage statistics, the name Suburban consistently appears at the top of the list. Studies by sites like iSeeCars and Auto Week, year after year, place the Suburban among the vehicles most likely to exceed 250,000 miles, proving its durability in numbers. What makes this massive SUV a champion of longevity? The Suburban is a huge, heavy SUV, but it has always been equipped with oversized V8 engines, like the 5.7 7 and 5.3 that never need to work at their limit to move its chassis. It is widely used as a family car, in fleets and services, which means parts are abundant and maintenance is relatively simple, as it shares components with the Tahoe, Silverado, and Yukon. This creates an ideal scenario for the smart buyer. A large supply of used Suburbans, many parts available, and countless examples with 300 to 350,000 miles still running perfectly. It's neither economical nor discreet, but if you need a 7-seater monster with an engine that refuses to quit, the Suburban is one of the best machines to buy cheap and drive for years on end. Very few cars in the automotive world have as strong a reputation for durability as the Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, the legendary P71. It served as a police car and government vehicle, and today it is the darling of those looking for an affordable V8, rear-wheel drive, and, most importantly, an engine designed to withstand official abuse. In forums dedicated to the model, the consensus is clear. 300,000 miles is common, with rare reports exceeding 1 million. The secret lies in its rugged engineering. The 4.6 modular V8 is simple, reliable, and always operates within safe margins. It has a reinforced cooling system, larger radiators and coolers made for long hours of idling and high-speed pursuits. The Panther chassis is a robust, body-on-frame structure, built to absorb heavy impacts and daily abuse. The big advantage: for years, thousands of Crown Vics were auctioned off by fleets, which drove the price down in the used market. This transformed the P71 into one of the cheapest and toughest V8s an American can buy. It's the typical car you buy, fix the basics, and drive another 150,000 miles without a mechanical breakdown. Let's go back to talking about a truly legendary engine: the Ford 300 Inline 6. In Ford truck enthusiasts forums and Facebook groups, owners talk about this engine as if it were an indestructible relative. You simply cannot hurt this engine. Reports are not rare of old F-150s with over 300,000 miles still on the original engine, and the general opinion is that it is a 500,000-mile engine if well cared for. What makes it so tolerant to abuse? It is a naturally balanced inline 6 with less vibration. It has an extremely thick iron block and oversized, almost industrial-grade components. Crucially, it runs at very low RPMs, delivering excellent low-end torque without ever being stressed. What does this mean for your wallet in practice? An old F-150 with the 300 i6 engine may not be the prettiest vehicle in the parking lot, but it is the kind of machine that prevents you from spending thousands on engine repairs, or worse, having to replace the car. The reason? The most expensive part, the powertrain, simply refuses to fail. We've reached the champion. If you open any thread on Jeep forum, r/cars, or in Cherokee XJ groups and ask, can this 4.0 handle high mileage? You will be flooded with responses like, a well-maintained 4.0 won't think about giving up before 250,000, and my XJ has over 300,000 miles. And the problem is the radiator, not the engine. The Jeep 4.0 Inline 6 became a myth for a few essential reasons. It uses a heavy iron block with enormous margins of tolerance for heat and stress. It is a low RPM design, delivering low-end torque, avoiding the need for constant extreme effort. And its relatively simple design makes maintenance easy and cheap for any mechanic. The Cherokee XJ, in turn, is light, practical, and in many models has 4x4 traction. It handles off-road, snow, mud, and urban use without drama. And best of all, it can still be found for accessible values, especially units with a worn body, but mechanics in good condition. In terms of cost per mile driven, few cars beat a well-bought XJ. You pay little, you drive a lot, and if you take care of the basics, the 4.0 engine seems determined to last another decade. Not surprisingly, many enthusiasts call the XJ the cheapest and most durable car America ever produced. In the end, the pattern is clear. America's most indestructible engines are simple, old, and oversized. They don't have a giant screen, but they have something much better. The proven ability to run 400,000 miles without costing you a $5,000 loss in repairs. In a market where electronic repairs are a fortune, buying one of these ugly but strong is cheating the system. You pay little and avoid the biggest automotive nightmare. Now, it's your turn. Which of these 7 is the king of durability? Would you dare to face 250,000 miles on the odometer? Comment below. If you enjoyed discovering these machines that defy planned obsolescence, leave a like and subscribe to remember that car. Because in the next video we will open the hood of yet another legend the industry would prefer you to forget.